Hello and welcome to the first real lesson in my series, how to maintain a tidy stack. Have you completed at least 10 levels in marathon mode? If no, you really need to watch this. Actually, you only need to follow some basic principles, and by following this you will be able to maintain a tidy stack. So first, do not make holes. Second, keep the stack flat, and do not put pieces on top of holes, do not create tall gaps. And things to avoid is actually the contrary of this. So creating holes, do not make holes. Creating towers of blocks, because this will make the stack not flat, and maybe create some tall gaps. And putting blocks above holes is the contrary of do not put pieces on top of holes. And in the real game, actually, you need to use hold whenever needed, or to store good pieces. And think about the next piece before locking down the current piece. So when you have the red piece, for example, you already know it will that you must put it here. Don't drop it yet. So spend your time to think where you should put the next piece. When you find a good position for the next piece, you can drop this one, and you know. Okay, so actually learning the theories doesn't really help here, because it is hard to understand that this without practicing. So in this video I will give you examples. I will be using harddrop.com Spoolman, which is a tool to easily create Tetris diagrams like this one. Okay, so in this so I have made some example positions. What you have to do is just guessing where the best position for this piece. So if you need some time to think, you can pause the video. I will just immediately start continue. So this is the best answer, because any other possibilities will create a gap, a hole, which is contrary to the first basic principle, do not make holes. Okay, so move on to the next puzzle. Where is the best position for this T block? Okay, if you answer this, okay, that's quite good, because it doesn't make holes, but this is not the best answer. See the basic principle number 2, keep the stack flat. So this answer is better. If it is, actually it's better, because the stack is flatter in this answer, and it's not flat. This is 3 blocks high. Okay, so this is the best answer. Next puzzle. Okay, so before the first principle is the most important, the second is the second important, and so on. So in this puzzle, of course, you will think about the first principle: do not make holes. So actually there are 2 possible answers here and there, but then you must consider the next principles to determine which is the better answer, the left or on the right. Okay, so the best answer is this one, not this one, because this one makes a tall gap, which is the 4th basic principle. This one is better, that doesn't make tall gaps. Okay, so in this example, the stick, you can to fulfill the first principle, actually you can put this anywhere as long as you put it vertically, but again you need to consider the next principles, the other principles. So actually the best answer is this one. So this fixes the tall gap. See number 4, do not create tall gaps. that also means if we have tall gaps, we will want to fix it. So this is a tall gap, so we need to fix it with stick. Okay, this is actually a tall gap too, but this gap is actually worse because this can only be filled with a stick, while this one can be filled with a blue piece, for example. So you need to fix the worst position whenever possible. Okay, continue. Again, think the first principle and then the second. So there are two possible answers that fulfill the first principle, this one and this one. Actually, this is controversial. Some will prefer this and some will prefer this. So maybe both answers are correct. The reason for this answer is this third principle: do not put pieces on top of holes. And for this one, it is the number 2. Do not keep the stack flat. Sorry. So keep the stack flat. So I'm sorry. So in this answer, it is not flat. Actually, it's not quite flat. This one is really flat. I put this principle number 2 because, in my opinion, it is more important than the third and the fourth principle. So personally, I will prefer this one, but this one is okay. This one, I don't know which is better actually, but personally I prefer this one. Okay, in this puzzle again we have some tall gaps. Okay, they are 2 blocks high, but it is quite flat. It is quite tall. So which one will you fix, the left one or the right one? Okay, since in the previous puzzle we fixed the left side, the left gap, so it means in this puzzle we must fix the right side first. But there is a reason to that. Okay, actually this answer is pretty good. You don't make holes, but you did not fix the position, so this is not the best answer. So the answer remains the 2, this or this. Which one will you fix? Of course, this move will clear a single, so but that doesn't mean this is the best answer. But okay, in fact this is the best answer because as you see, there are the 2 gaps. This one is the worst gap because this gap can only be fixed with a stick or with a L block. Meanwhile, this gap can be filled with a stick, an L, or a J block. So this gap is worse because it can only be filled with 2 pieces, while this can be filled with 3 pieces. Okay, I think this is the last puzzle. Yes. I think the most important thing to do to master the principles is by practicing. I hope so far you have already understand all the basic principles here. So if you have already understand this, you can practice on your own. That will make you improve much faster, because I remember when I was a beginner, I only realized the first and the fourth principle, so it took very long to realize the second and the third principles for me, even though they are really important in Tetris. Okay, good luck and goodbye. I hope we meet again in the next video, where I will talk about down stacking.